Hi, I'm Andy and I'm going to use a few tools in Unity to create a terrain. So I'm going to start off using Gaia Pro. Now it's already created some water and some sky for me, so I'm going to use the stamper to create some terrain. So there's loads of stamps you can choose from. I'm just going to put a big bit of terrain in for now. There we go. So we need this big area over here, so we're going to create something else. So maybe use a different mountain, like maybe something like that. So what we can do is we can just drag it round, rotate it, scale it. Apply. We've got a distance mask applied here, which helps it blend in at the edges maybe. So let's have a little island. Let's move this over here. Stamp that down. So it's not textured at the moment. I'm going to use Vegetation Studio Pro to apply textures. So we'll generate those now. And it's applying the default biome which I've defined earlier. So you can see it's got a bit of beach at the edge into some mud. Higher up we've got grass, and then on the mountains we've got this rocky texture. So now I think we'll add a river using River Auto material. So we'll create a river spline. Start it, say, here. Make it 7 meters wide. We can simulate a river here. Make sure it simulates it far enough. And that runs all the way to the sea. So we can generate that river. Now the river's white at the moment because we don't have a profile applied. So we can pick any of these shader settings. I'll go for a mountain river. Now it's just lying on top of the terrain at the moment and there's grass all over it. We can fix both of these things. To do with the terrain, we can carve a terrain out where the river is running so it sits nicer inside it. There's this curve that you can define. What we do here is we make sure the edge of the river is actually higher than the water level, which means that the edge of the water polygons doesn't sit above the ground. So I can hit carve. Now that'll take a minute or so, so I'll cut back when it's finished. Now that's finished. See, the river is now inside the terrain a bit better. It's still covered in grass. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a Vegetation Studio Pro biome mask, which luckily is integrated inside River Auto material. So we click that, and then we get a biome mask on the end, on the edge. Turns out I didn't actually set the river as wide as it needed to. So I'm just going to recarve the terrain again. Yeah, that's better. We have a nice big river, terrain carved, and then we have this biome mask. So when we regenerate textures, we should get some quite nice texturing around the river itself. There we go. So up in the mountains you get, it's not so great up here, you get this kind of muddy rock, but when you get down to the lower levels, it looks quite nice. We have this kind of beachy stuff on the edge of the river, puts loads of rocks in it. It actually looks pretty nice. So what we're going to do now is we can add some trees. So I've defined these biome areas previously, so we can have a mountain forest. This is all pines. Can simply drag some points around. Oops. Does go a little bit jittery if you're trying to use it on quite steep terrain. Let's bring that back. That's it. Oh dear, it doesn't like that, does it? Here we go. There's some trees. Regenerate the textures again. And we have a little bit of a pine forest up our mountain. So I've set up the rule so it doesn't generate trees on anything too sharp, which is why it's left all these really steep areas. But inside we've got replaces the textures with these sort of rocky ones and the roots and things. I've also set up a different type of forest. We've got more of a lush green forest, so maybe we add one of these down here as well, around our river. Now it's really easy to use Vegetation Studio Pro just to drag these areas out. It looks really nice. It blends in nicely. You can make things scale down towards the edges, blends between the textures, phase out the grass, things like that. So we'll regenerate the textures here. We've got quite a nice wood here with the river running through it. And then you could simply drag more woods around and quite easily populate your level fairly quickly. Let's have one running around here. Oops. There are some things you can do at the end to make it blend in nicer. You can paint vertex colours and things like that and make it blend in. I'm not going to worry about doing that at the moment. But I think this all looks rather nice. Thanks for watching.